Hello everyone, let's start with Ethereum, Solana, and SUI, and starting with 4-hour chart for Ethereum here, where we are looking at a 1-2, and we're looking for a wave 3, 4, and a 5 as a probability, of course, where we might still be much more bearish than this. But basically, if you want to be on the safer side first, we need to consider the A, B, and a C here, where the wave C is representing a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Also, don't forget that we are still in an impulse here, finished in double 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5 to finish wave 1. So it is very likely as well that we are here in a potential 1, 2. We didn't take the low yet here in Ethereum, but we are still looking for something very likely to be bearish. So at least here for one more drop before we push toward the upside, and that because of the 3 waves corrective here that we are looking at, 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a regular flat to hit the 1-to-1 Fibonacci level here around the $1,853. Now, basically, this wave 1, 2, and a wave 3, wave 4, and a 5 can be very likely even finished in a truncation. So we gotta be careful with this. Truncation meaning finishing a clear impulse, failing to take the high. And that means, of course, it can be a possible that we might dive deeper for Ethereum in case that this is going to be a truncation there after an impulse finished. That means also it can be a wave 5 simply taking the low, or you're still in a potential diagonal where you have a wave 4 there and you're looking for a 1, 2 here because you didn't took the high. It's still valid here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So we gotta be careful with this. For me, a higher probability that it is done can be finished here on the 15-minute chart. It is a very clear wave 5. Yeah, it's a very clear impulse, unless this wave 5 is going to extend here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 again to reach our target toward the upside. Signal of strength is yet not given totally here. That because this is a 3 waves. Obviously, it is a 3 waves here on the 15-minute chart, meaning we're still looking for lower, and this is, of course, a red flag, meaning very likely that we have top, even of course in a truncation for Ethereum. Therefore, the highest probability right now is a wave 5 or even a diagonal continuation, which are both direction toward the downside, and we might still hit our red zone around the $1,419. That was it for Ethereum. For Solana, we are also here in a something that is still corrective, I believe. That because, of course, the last move from Solana, where we are still looking here on the 4-hour chart for double 1-2s, where we have 1, 2, 1, 2. Your wave 3 given as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So double 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. This wave 5, the final one, is only 3 waves. So your low is taken with 3 waves, which is not allowed. You have to finish any structure. As per Elliott Wave, any structure has to end up with 5 waves. Of course, except the WX and a Y. But even if it is a WX and a Y, this means, of course, that you are corrective. And when you are corrective, meaning you didn't finish your trend toward the downside. The structure has to be finished in 5 waves, meaning a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is still very, very likely here for Solana as well. Very bearish, guys, is still there. Despite that this move toward the upside has reached the 1-to-1 Fibonacci level, we are here in a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Also very likely to be finished in a truncation, same as Ethereum. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, failing to take the high again, and we dive deeper. Again, we gotta be careful, unless, of course, a signal of strength will be shown from there. And so far, I cannot see one because this is a 3 waves, which, of course, is a red flag again. So we gotta be careful with it. Now, probabilities, of course, for bullish is to continue an extension for a wave 5 here, taking the high. So still there as a probability. But basically, we gotta be careful from this scenario where you're still very affected by a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You didn't took this high. It's very, very, very far, guys, still. Meaning even if you push for higher, you still can be in this scenario as a zigzags for a diagonal. Also, this A, B, and a C is very close to the 1-to-1 truncation, and then we push toward the downside. So highest probability is still right now for the bearish, guys. I start to see some weakness, especially with a truncation. So that was it for Solana. For SUI, we are looking for the 4-hour chart here as well. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. You finish your wave 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is still very likely also unfinished here, where you might still be in an ending diagonal, the same as Solana, same as for Ethereum. 3 waves up here, and we're very, very close on the 1-hour chart for an invalidation. This is, of course, something as an ABC, like a wave 1, A, B, and a C, can be very likely here to be a wave 2, and that we continue towards the downside. Be careful from the invalidation. If this is taken, and this is considered like 1, 2, 3, and this is your wave 4, and we take the 0.71, that means, of course, that we might be, of course, bearish, and we continue toward the upside. Currently on the 15-minute chart, this is for me looking also kind of like a corrective. I'm going to explain. You might see this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, but the wave 5 is not looking perfect. It looks for me 3 waves up, guys. So we got to be careful. Can be a W here, zigzag, an X, and a wave Y again as another zigzag. So double zigzags here. And we are looking at here for some kind of an impulse. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. ABC wave 2, and we might continue the drop downward. So we got to be careful with it. Bearish signals are a little bit strong today from this high, especially after some truncation, some finished waves there. 3 waves so far, very close to invalidation, and we're still looking for weakness. So that was it for Solana, Ethereum, and SUI. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.